Homes continue facing staffing challenges, and now our State Department of Safety and Professional Services is working to solve the problem. Emily Roberts in the newsroom this morning, you've been looking into this, so the department's making it easier to get licensed to run a nursing home.
Yes, Tammy, these changes could improve care for loved ones in those nursing homes. I've been digging into this issue, and you'll want to hear this. The nonprofit KFF says more than half of nursing homes in our state struggled with staffing in 2022. So the Department of Safety and Professional Services is making sure future nursing home administrators can get credentialed. Now, the department lists specific courses that already exist to meet the requirements for a license, but the department is also expanding and adding some new options to fit everyone's lifestyles, like working with the University of Minnesota to have some of its classes pre-approved. Secretary Dan Harris says it's all about helping people reach their career goals.
Caring for our elderly is a very specialized field. There are needs that are specific to an aging population, and having training and expertise to care for those folks and their specific needs.
He says his department issued more licenses than any other year in just the first 6 months of 2023, and with these changes, he hopes the trend continues. Tammy?